This is the STL Medical Weight Loss Radio Show with Dr. Joe. No more talking, let's go.
Welcome back to the STL Medical Weight Loss Radio Show. I'm your host, Dr. Joseph Moleski, and my good friend here, Drew Shelton, and we're talking about, how these medications can prevent you from quitting your diet. I want to keep pushing that because that education, I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. You can say, hey, take tirzepatide once a week. Yes, we push that, but the big thing I want to just put out there, every single segment, I'm going to say this. How long do you stay on your diet? What are you doing to stay on the diet? And what have you tried? If you've tried everything and you're still there with excess weight and you still have risk of developing heart attack, stroke, if you have a family history, don't be another statistic. Don't be another hospital statistic. Change your life and get the education, the medication, and participation. Get everything you need here at STL Med, and you're going to be pleasantly surprised what in 90 days your life is going to change. You're going to be so pleasantly surprised. People are going to say, wow, what are you doing? I had a client, actually, I have a practice in Dallas. I started a client 1 month. She lost 10 pounds in 1 month.
Sure.
And she literally, from her hairdresser to her best friend to they're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You look so great. She couldn't lose it. And she works at a doctor's office. So she had all the access to, whatever. And she,
Wow.
decided, hey, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to book an appointment with Dr. Joe. She lost the weight. She wants to lose another 20 pounds.
Yeah.
But she people are, the biggest thing that I noticed is in the neck as well as the waist, hips, and thighs. Guys, I mean, it's incredible what this medication can do, and you don't have to do it alone. This idea that, these weight loss medications, they're for only certain people, that's not for me. Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. If you have excess weight on your hips, thighs, abdomen, and you're 20, 30, 40 pounds overweight, you are at risk by doing nothing. So don't think that you're just, I'll be okay. Because over the years, as the years go by, your risk increases. You gain more weight. You obviously don't have the education to, start adding in these, health foods into your diet. We provide everything, guys. Everything. It's concierge, delivered to your door. We have pre-filled syringes now, so you don't have to drop the medicine. I'm going to each length to try to figure out what makes it easier for you, even all the way down to the pricing of the medication. I want as many people to reduce their risk and prevent ER visits, hospitalizations. Don't live with the risk, guys. Change your life today. And Drew, you can be a testament to that.
Well, I can be a testament, but your patient worker fellow there in Dallas is a testimony too. I'm not afraid to say, hey, I'm not embarrassed to be on this medication or in this program because I know that I needed that aid. I know I needed the help. And I know this is airing, September 30th, October 1st weekend. But look what's coming down the road. You have Halloween, you have Thanksgiving, Christmas. You're going to be with your family and friends. You could have, what a conversation. If you hadn't seen your family since the 4th of July barbecue, and the next time you see them or get together is Thanksgiving, or just a month on this program, or that's approaching 2 months at this point, you could have 10 or 20 pounds down. They're going to be like, whoa, what's going on? What are you doing? And then you could be gifting this and sharing this to someone else. Everybody. Because so many people, I think, maybe everybody could benefit from this program. I really believe that.
And it's the education. The reason I bring up education a lot is educating your friends and family about this. Is be like, hey, I started on this 2 months. It's worked for me. Could it work for you? And you could be essentially saving a life. And we talk about that a lot, but that's why I'm doing medical weight loss today. Why? Number one, what's my why? My why is because I'm still a hospital physician. I still see patients in the ICU. I'm treating patients for severe illnesses. And I look at the one commonality I see with a lot of my clients, they're either overweight or obese. So when they're laying in the hospital bed, and a lot of them are in their 50s and 60s, older individuals, their common thread between all hospitalizations, and there's a studies on this, is rooted in obesity. And I thought, wow, I need to do something different.
Yeah.
And I've talked about this from my first show, is that I see so many friends, family members, uncles, brothers, cousins at the bedside worried, and how much that hospitalization has caused in their family, a rift, or they're concerned, they don't know what they're going to do about dad, mom, brother, uncle, sister, mother. And I'm thinking, you know what, if I would have met you 20 years ago and you got on this medication, or 15 years ago, 5 years ago, even 2 months ago, maybe you wouldn't be here.
Yeah, can we avoid that?
Yeah.
Let's prevent that moment or that conversation or that scare in your life. And you can do that by calling Dr. Joe, 636-628-6604. Go to the website, STLMedWeightLoss.com. I'll tell you this, there is no greater feeling in the world than, I'm a big Blues fan, Dr. Joe.
I am too, man.
So we just went to our first preseason game this week, took Addie for the first time. She loved it. I tried on my jersey that I got for Christmas last year. And it was, we had to get a size last year. The only size, the biggest size they could give me last year was a 3X.
Yeah.
And I tried it on last year during hockey season. No way would I wear that in public. It was so tight. I mean, it was skin tight. It was awful. Like, well, thanks, I guess, for the gift, but it's not going to work out. Or maybe I'll lose weight. Well, then I meet you by coincidence, or maybe not by accident, right? And here I am, 65 pounds down later, and I tried the jersey on last night, and it was big on me. Yeah. Like, now I need a 2X or maybe even an extra large. That's how, when I did the side-by-side, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even look like the same person. Yeah. You can have that moment and that awakening. It's so rewarding to experience it.
Yeah, and the confidence that you get with the medication, knowing that, like, hey, I can say no to that sweet treat or that late night craving or wherever. I can say no to it, and I can stay committed to my journey of losing weight into better health. And it's a personal journey. We're happy to walk with you to just get you back on the right track and prevent you from quitting your diet, preventing you from quitting that urge to feel more confident, just throwing it by the wayside, and just know this medication keeps you on the right track. And we are committed to your success. We truly are, Drew. We truly are.
I know you are, and I think people could understand and appreciate what we share here and what I share during the morning crew, during the week, what Peggy's sharing now in the afternoons. Another story with the Blues is I've been to 2 games. First game, didn't eat before I went to the game. I'm like, okay, I'll just eat down at the Enterprise Center. I'll eat, get some concourse food. It was just god awful. It was horrible. So second game I went to, I made sure I ate before, had my healthier snack.
Yep.
Didn't need any, or better yet, I didn't want any of the nastiness that is what the venue offers. It's not good for you.
No, it isn't
at all.
I just went down to the Mizzou football game down at the Dome. Yeah, we went there. Same thing. I mean, I'm not on the medication, but I can tell you, eating healthy prior to a game like that where you could be tempted, key. But guess what? There you go. The med is there to prevent that.
Yeah, it's like a trigger. It's like the blinker going off in your head, and it just steering you a different direction. It's like, don't turn here.
Yeah, and guys, it does work. The medication actually has a target in your brain. It works in your brain to reduce food cravings and other cravings. I mean, even alcohol, it can change the taste buds. It can change. I've had clients tell me, like, they don't crave alcohol as much or caffeine, and this medication is in the process, not yet, but it has other benefits. It can help with, like, patients that are having issues with alcohol. So there's a lot of things that this medication does besides weight loss, just to let you know.
No, and I know that, and I think people, once they try it out, they'll experience that too, because I'm a testament to the caffeine game. I wouldn't say I was a huge soda drinker, but I would have my fair share of a cherry Coke or a cherry Pepsi here and there. So I would probably have, if not one a day, at least one every other day. I'll still have maybe one a week. And when I mean one a week, I have like 2 sips of one, and I share it with my wife, or we're splitting it up 3 ways.
Sure.
I can't even finish a can of soda anymore. It's just so gross.
Well, there you go. Remember, we talk about obesity is a disease of poor habits.
Yeah.
How do we change that?
Yeah.
Well, this medication changes your habits, so you're not drinking 4 sodas a week, 1, splitting it up, so maybe half. So guys, that's a simple analogy, but that's what the medication does. It changes your habits. It changes your cravings. It changes everything in your life, and you're going to see the benefits. You're going to see it actually pretty quick. I would say within 2 weeks, you're like, wow, I don't think about food as much. Wow, I'm down 3 or 4 pounds. I'm feeling great. I don't need that quick treat, or I don't need to stress eat. Stress eating is huge. Guys, when 1 in 3 Americans are pre-diabetic, diabetes can cause kidney failure, vision problems, heart attacks, stroke, limb amputation. I've seen so many patients that are admitted to the hospital. They're diabetics, and they have limb amputations. Their toe gets cut off because they have an ulcer. Their heel. They have bed sores. They have this. They have that. But guys, diabetes is real and it's increasing. What's really concerning, so concerning, is there's a recent paper that came out that shows in 2030. So last time I checked, it's going to be almost 2024. So not far away. 50% of Americans will be obese.
Oh, I believe that. I really do.
Will be obese. And right now, the statistics are about 35 to even 42%. So we're going there. And it's mainly, a lot of it's in the Midwest and other states, but eventually it's going to reach that level to where you're going to see 50% obesity rate in the United States. And the other thing is why is this? Convenience, all right? You can order food off of Grubhub, Uber. You can do all this stuff, and it can be there right now.
It's at your fingertips.
Yep. And DoorDash. And what are we going to do about this overconsumption? We're all stressed. We're all craving foods. So how do we put, a damper? How do we tamper that down to where people aren't craving these things? Because right now, we can order a pizza. It would probably be here in 10 minutes.
Oh, sure.
And you could consume that, and then in the next 2 hours, you're probably going to be hungry because your blood glucose is going to spike. The food companies, guys, I don't know if you know this, but these processed foods, they design it to where you want more. So then in 2 hours later, you're more, and these calories just accumulate. The inflammatory products in these foods, they trigger you to want to eat more. What does this food do? It causes inflammation. What does this med do? Well, guess what? The medication is a tool. It decreases that. And you don't have to, have the cravings. You don't have to have those wants. You don't have to, let's order something right now because I'm stressed. You can take a step back, be like, hey, what are we going to cook tonight? What are we going to do? No, I'm going to take the healthy option. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make sure that I do something healthy, or eat before a Blues game, or eat before a football game. Plan out meals. That gives you the confidence. This medication gives you the confidence to do those things.
Yeah, that's a lost art. This, I mentioned it earlier, this generation is on the go. We all want more time. We need to make time for food prepping.
Food is medicine.
Eat the right things, and that's going to go a long way in your health with, the education here and the weight loss medicine.
Yep. STLMedWeightLoss.com, guys. We have same-day appointments, and we're always there for you. If there's a question, you need help with injections, anything. I just want to let you know, anything you need, we're here for you. Book today, STLMedWeightLoss.com, or call us at 636-628-6604. We're going to change your life in less than 90 days. I promise.